Good morning, everyone. I am Devi Priya, Associate Professor from Lucky Reddy Balreddy College of Engineering. Today, I would like to share the concept of this keyword. What is the role of this? Why we can use this keyword? This in Java it is a built-in keyword which is used to refer the current class object or current class instance. So if you want to refer an instance of current class, so that should be possible with the help of using a keyword called this keyword. What is the role of this? Where we can use some important requirements are this will be used in to call the constructors. Say in a Java program, more than one constructor will be existed in a single class. To call the constructor from other constructors, then we can use this keyword. So which is used to refer, which is used to call the current constructors from the class. And another way is by using this, it is an object. By using this, I can call the methods. No need of going into the main class and explicitly creating the object. Instead of that, we can call the methods from current class if required using an object called this. And what is the other one? If your program, if your class have a local variables, which is the name of the local variables are same as instance variable names, then to avoid the confusion, to avoid the naming conflicts, we can use the concept called, we can use a keyword called this keyword, which separates the instance variables from the local variables. And in some cases this can be also passed as an argument. In the future you may learn the concept of event handling. In that, whenever we would like to register with particular listener, event handling listener, then we can pass the object which class is registering with this listener, we can pass that object. So in that time, add action listener of this, I can also pass this as an argument. I can pass the passed as a argument. I can use this keyword to differentiate local variables from the instance variables. I can use this keyword to call the methods, and I can use this keyword to call the constructors. So today we can focus on the first one, how we can call the constructors. So this will be used for constructor. Always whenever you want to call this keyword, you can use in a constructor, we can use a statement called this of parenthesis with a semicolon. Always you can consider this as a first statement. And what if you have observed here, there are two syntaxes will be there. One is this with no parameters, so which indicates it is calling a constructors without any parameter. If your class having any constructor without parameters, then it will be called this of 20, 39. What it is indicate? Which calls a constructor which is having two integer parameters. That constructor will be invoked by using an option called, by using a way called this of 20, 39. So it is a syntax like how I can write. Okay, I can write this keyword directly. I can use semicolon. So which is used to refer the, what it refers, which refers the default constructor. If I am passing this of 20, 39, which calls the parameterized constructor. I can show some examples also. And I can give you some examples like this of hello. What it calls? It will calls the constructor. What type of constructor? It will calls the parameter, single parameter. What is the type? Single parameter of string type. which is this of hello. What is the another one? This of 1 comma hello. What it indicates? So it will call say constructor with, if your program have the two parameters, one is an integer type and the second one is string type. So that type of constructor will be invoked. First variable is int comma string, that type of constructor. This of 2 comma 3 comma 4, what it calls? It will calls them three integer variables. So it will calls the constructor with three integer variables. That type will be invoked. This of 25.4, 45.7. What it invokes? It will invokes a constructor with the double, not a double. It will call, even I have passed the double value. I kept in the double quotes, so it will be considered a string. Now it will calls the constructor with two double values. So in this way we can call them different types of constructors we can invoke. Now again we come back. This constructor always we can, from one constructor to another constructor, we, if you want to call the one place to another place, then we can use this keyword, this of syntax, with either no parameterized or parameterized constructor. And now let us take an example, class student open brace, and we have defined two constructor. We know the rules of constructor, that is the constructor name is as it is class name student without any parameters. Just I am trying to, actually the constructor rule is initialization of variables, but just I would like try to print a hi statement, and after that I have defined the another constructor with a single integer parameter student of int x. And now I would like to call from the same class, don't go to the main class. So from the same class, from what is that student int of x, from this constructor if I would like to invoke another constructor, so that is how I can use this of empty braces. What it calls, when I have created an object, it will go to this constructor, and from this it will comes to the, this means a student class object, student of so student class with no parameterized constructor will be invoked. We can execute this example. So class student, we have defined a constructor, very simple, system dot out dot println no parameters, and define one more constructor, define parameterized constructor. How I can, the constructor name is same as class name student of int, or you may take string name. System not out that println hello plus name. Now create its main class. Always execution will be started from the main only. Class demo this, define our main method, public static void main of string args. And now I want to create an object for student class with single parameter, student s equal to new student of, the name is Priya. Just no need of calling any methods, just we have given the constructors only. constructor is automatically called at the time of object creation. So student, two constructors will be there, but we have created an object for only a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor will be there. Now we can try to execute. You may see that how the output will be there. Demo this dot. What is the output we are expecting? Yes, we have created the parameterized constructor. So it will go to this. It is no default, no parameter. So it will go to the name and hello Priya will be printed. We are assuming that. But you may check. So is it executed or not? That is an important thing. We can go because some implicit concept also there. Implicit this will be existed. Implicit this will be existed. So for that I can demonstrate Java C this demo this. Yes, compiled successfully. Yes. Okay. So it will be whatever the object we have created the called the student of Priya only parameterized constructor. So it will invokes only hello and what is that? Hello Priya will be invoked. Now if you want to create student S1 equal to new student, then what is the constructor will be executed? Obviously it will be compiled, no parameters, that will be yes, fine. And now I don't want to create this. So anyway we have created an object for this. So from this call default constructor. What is this? How we can call this? So this means in the place of this we can substitute the object, student object. So this of, so which implicitly like this student. Okay. So which implicitly like this. In the place of this student and no parameters, no parameters. So what it calls, we can check the syntax. First we have created object for parameterized constructor. It will goes here. Always if you want to call the constructor, especially for the constructor, it is first statement only. Okay. So this of no parameterized, it will goes to this. And what is the output? No parameters. And then it will come back. What is the followed output? Hello Priya. Even I have created an object for this one. It will go to the student class and no parameters. It will go to the single parameterized constructor. The first statement is this of semicolon. Come here and print no parameters. Again it will come back. Hello Priya. Again compile this. Yes. No parameters and hello Priya. This is one case. And case 2, suppose you want to create object for the non-parameterized and remove all this. So what it meaning? When we have created like this, it will go to this statement. And now from here I can call this of Devi. So this of Devi, because I have created an object for the main method and it will go to the default constructor student and this of Devi. What it execute? First it will go to the parameterized hello Devi followed by no parameters. Earlier we have called from the parameterized to default and now we can call from the default to parameterized. This of Devi which calls parameterized hello. Again control come back, and what is that? No parameters. And try to execute. Is it save or not? Yes. Earlier I didn't save, that's why I got the same output. Now we can compare it. Java C demo this. First, even we have created from the main method, we call the object of no parameterize. It will again, the first statement is this of Devi, which goes to the parameterized constructor. Hello Devi will be printed, followed by, then come back and followed by no parameters. So it is the concept of this. Now I have given a statement called this is always first statement. So we can this is always a first statement. If I have removed this in the uh, I would like to put this in the next one. What it will generate? Suppose at the time of constructor calling, I have replaced this. What it generates? Error. Call to this must be the first statement in the constructor. So which the compiler itself have a very intelligence which gives the error indication to you. That is always this you can use in the first statement. System.out.println of no parameters. This of Devi, which call this to the this must be first statement in your constructor. So this is the way for how we can invoke these constructors. So this is an example, and in the next class the continuation of this keyword with the instance variable, how we can call them instance variable and how we can call the instance methods, that we can discuss it in the next class. If any doubts or clarification, you may put in the comment section or you may send the message. Thank you one and all.